Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Godma. Right now I believe I'm casting a free-for-all on Lost Temple with our guest player Pycckuu, with just a little bit of that incorrect pronunciation right there, but also we have the blue Zerg player Frontdoor here in this location, all the way across the map, all by my lonesome. We have myself playing with the handle Rapt as the green Terran. Sending out that first scouting SUV right now. I should mention, if you guys have been following the games with this Russian player, he did cycle back between his brother playing and himself playing. Now his brother, he's also good, but he's not the one that earned all the Platinum League titles, so I can't say, I can't confirm as to which player is playing at what time, but basically my point is, if a player is using this account, they know what they're doing, and they probably, or they may or may not have seen Platinum League action. He is working towards a choke and not a wall off on his front door. So a pretty conventional wall off here from Pycckuu. If you guys haven't been following my previous videos, I am just going to call him Pycckuu, just due to the fact that, yeah, once again, this is a Russian handle, and these two C's are actually pronounced as an R, so I'm not even going to try to touch the pronunciation of that. I'm just going to refer to him as Pycckuu. I'm getting a second barracks now, getting that first Marine to try to kill any scouting probes. My scouting SCV is going to see that there is no gas in play, and there is a spawning pool, a relatively early spawning pool, at about 12 or 13 food. My first refinery is going up. The earliest cybernetics core from Pycckuu, so he's probably going to be teching to stalkers, or maybe some early air. Either way, an early cyber core, very vulnerable to rushes right now, but if he can get that first stalker out, he'll be good. You do see a lot of high tier players going for this build. It's fairly conventional. He's actually getting that first zealot with no chrono boost, so he's probably getting that zealot just for some base security. He doesn't have too much to worry about because right now Frontdoor and myself are sort of just scouting each other, taking a look at everybody's perspective. Yeah, I've only scouted Frontdoor's base. Frontdoor has not scouted anybody's base, and Pycckuu is really just focused on the Zerg player. These two overlords could probably be put to better use, but they're just going to idle overhead. This pylon is going to be placed over here to try to deter against any airdrops. But a very wise expansion here from Frontdoor. He probably played enough Brood War to know that Zerg need all those hatcheries, and they need that early expansion. So if I wanted to, I could probably send a Reaper down there, or maybe even just get a force of Marauders, but yeah, looks like I'm just going to go straight for Marauders, as I am not really comfortable with the APM required for Reaper harassment too much. I mean, I have certainly made Reapers just to get that early scouting and that early harassment done, but in this game I'm just choosing to jump right to Marauders, it looks like. Not operating off of this second barracks, I don't have the economy to do that just yet. Maybe a little bit of a misplay by myself in that sense, but my options right now, I may choose to go for a command center, or I would do well maybe to just pump Marauders out of my barracks, but not going straight for stalkers. It looks like he's got two sentries here with these zealots going to be watching over that high ground. Chrono boosting those two gateways, getting that robotics facility, so we may be seeing an early immortal. No, going for the observer, so a little bit more of a conservative choice, using that observer to probably just get some intelligence, get an idea of what's going on. An engineering bay coming in for myself that will allow me to get planetary fortresses, missile turrets, and upgrades for my infantry. That being said, I am supply blocked like a scrub. I need to throw down some supply depots. Frontdoor now has some roaches in play. He's got this guy over here. Probably he might be happy to watch over his drones, and now he's going to be microing that to his main control group. He looks like is going to move out to the Zelnaga watchtower. He's probably going to, yes, he's heading for the north side of the map. I'm going to catch these units in transition. I'm probably going to be taking some free shots against these roaches, but this Overlord is going to fly overhead. Sorry, this Observer is flying overhead, scouting those Zerglings, scouting those roaches. He knows what to expect from Protoss player. I'm going to get that free roach kill, and now Pycckuu is heading for my base. He's going to get an eye full of my tech. He's going to know what exactly to expect. So definitely just because of the base placement of Pycckuu and his tech choices, he is going to be in a very comfortable position, very far away from the action which is going on here on the southern end of the map. If Frontdoor wanted to, he could certainly get some sort of drop going, or just an air attack going to jeopardize Pycckuu in this area of the map. But yeah, some nice scouting here from Pycckuu. Not dwelling around here too long. Going to be seeing all my marauders, seeing my infantry units. He knows, yeah, once again exactly what to expect. I'm only now getting missile turrets, so that is going to be limiting the movement range of that Observer very greatly. Pycckuu probably saw this, so he's going to be leaving this Observer over here by the high grass. Now chrono boosting that Immortal, so I suspect as soon as he gets that Immortal in play, he may get the confidence he needs to push out with his Protoss force. He's also continuing to make warp gates, now getting that third warp gate in play, and also a Twilight Council, so we may see Zealot Charge, we may see Stalker Blink, but either way, Pycckuu is massing up a sizable Protoss force, and it looks like I'm just doing some scouting with these infantry units. A second Observer now watching over Blue's base, so good use of the robotics facility from Pycckuu, getting 2 initial Observers and then an Immortal to fortify his main attack group. He could afford to expand, but instead he's just choosing to pump probes out of his second expansion right here. He actually has his probes rallied to his expansion, so he could afford a few probes over here on this patch. Maybe this guy right here too. This first position isn't exactly saturated completely, but he is choosing to rally his probes over here. Probably doesn't hurt that much. It's just interesting to note that